Hello, welcome to card readings. I'm Margaret. If you like this one, I can put your thumbs up if you want. So this is part 2 of Grow Up Margaret Power. I did one on the missing people psychic reading on my channel. And it's about how I did with the whole COVID thing. I haven't been doing marches. I haven't been working related to COVID. Right now I can't pay rent. Pretty much it. And I'm going to give you an update on this. But before I start this, it's really interesting. I'm watching this thing on YouTube. I don't normally watch anything related to COVID. So to me, it's all crap. It doesn't matter. It's media, politics, medical, you name it, anything related, it makes no sense, right? But this one lady, Jennifer Hopkins, she's talking about this new COVID thing in the sense of, I don't know what it is, so I was curious what it was. But she talked about it in a media way, okay? So she talked about how the media would put a picture together, name it, and what it is and where it's from, right? And then she talks about how you got the medical side of it and talks about what it is and how you can catch it, okay, and how bad it is, right? Then something later, probably related to politics, right? Pretty much it. Then she goes, and this is the hyping the media, okay? Hyping the media to get ratings, viewers, okay? It's like watching Home and Away, right? You get certain things that's hyping to show people watch it, right? It's like that, what she says, okay? So she goes to, says to people out there who, okay, do we choose to watch this and it's all crap and give them what they want? Or do we stand back and say, no, we don't want nothing to do with this and don't watch anything or go with her own business? Do we give them what they want for bad behaviour, or do we just move away from it? And that makes sense. And it's pretty much what I'm doing here. Like I said, with my last YouTube one, what is it? Well, Margaret one is about what you do as a media, what you do in a good way or a bad way. Yeah, and this is where this is coming into it. So I'll tell you the update later to this. So I thought that was interesting what Jennifer could do. So if you don't know who Jennifer is, Jennifer, she's just open. She's open with talking what she believes in, right? She meant to come down to Australia, to Big Brother VIP Australia here in Sydney, I think it was Sydney. She got kicked out because she said something related to COVID. I can't remember what it is. I didn't watch it, but she got kicked out. I said back home. I think she's in London. Could be wrong. She lives in London, I think. So that's okay. So that's where she's from. If you want to know who she, I put down the name and what she's talking about because it's a really interesting one, right? But this is an update on me, so I'm going to tell you what happened last week related to the whole, when I did the whole thing related to the COVID, when I put on, talk about the chocolate cake, I should be in jail, that kind of stuff. So you haven't got my chocolate cake yet. I'm still waiting for my chocolate cake. But, so when I was doing that, it's really interesting. After I did it, put it down, I put it on YouTube. I went to my window, and it's really interesting because I saw my real estate agent person came out, and she gone to her car. So she must have came in to check on the car because we just got the car put down. So that's all right because I told her about a letter that was in the letterbox for the neighbours, right? So that's okay. Came in, and I realised, she probably heard everything I said. I'm okay with it because this wall is quite thin. It's a unit, so it's connected, right? It's quite thin. The walls do have keys here. She might have heard about the chocolate cake, right? So she probably heard it, and I was fine with it. I heard what about it? Yeah, I'll be fine with it because the media would have would be watching this. People I know would be watching it. I'm sure my work would be watching this. I'm sure everyone will be watching this, okay? So I'm okay with it. I left it, so that's fine. See what happens. So I get a phone call today. This was like a week later, 6 days later, if I was going to say it rightly. And get a phone call from the real estate agent. Margaret, you're 6 days overdue with your rent. you think you're going to be able to pay for them? Don't know. Do you have a job? Don't know. Why? Because Cobra, right? So yeah. So I knew she heard things. I'm okay with it, but I knew she heard it. I didn't have to get really into it. So she goes, maybe you need to look back in Centrelink and Haven. Hope we don't want to see what happened last couple of years ago happen again. So that's okay. We could hang up. That's fine. But it made me stop and think about this and the whole Haven. I talk about the Centrelink and the jobs and why people probably wouldn't want me because I haven't got a jab. I probably can pass it on. So you want my chocolate cake, that kind of stuff, right? So that's fine. And I thought about that, but I didn't talk about Haven. So you guys don't know about Haven. Haven's a place where if you don't have enough money for your rent or your bond and that, you can go to this place and they will get a check on money order. It has to be a good reason. They don't just do it. A check on money order, and then themselves pass this money order check to the real estate agent. That's what they do, right? But like I said, you need a good reason to do this. You can't do this, right? So that's okay. And I thought about that. Well, not that, but I thought about this. And I thought to myself, I'm choosing not to wear a mask. I'm choosing not to get a jab. I'm not using the RQ. I don't have a password. I mean a passport, I think they call it. Could be wrong here. So I'm choosing not to do these things. Are they going to give it to me? If I walk into Haven, are they going to ask me to wear a mask? And if they're going to ask me to wear a mask, I'm going to just walk out. So yeah, so that's another thing that the media haven't thought about. Yeah, so that's why I'll share that with you. And this is why I'm doing this. I feel you like this. I did this thing with Monica. There's a lady she's related to politics. I don't know what side she's on, but she's that freedom group, right? The people go on march and have freedom to choose, right? She talks about that. But through all this, I actually email, I'll communicate something done Parliament, the YouTube thing and said to them, if you have so many legal system around you or legal people around you and you got the public supporting you, why don't you take them to court? Simple as that. I sent it to two YouTube channels, to YouTube things to her, that she would have gotten this. I didn't get a reply. I probably won't get a reply for it. And this is why another reason I think it's so crap. Because to me, if I had so much support in the community and so many legal people around me, I would use it. I would use it for my benefit and for the public benefit. Because that's a good way to make things change. Take them to court. That's a good way of doing it, isn't it? I mean, everyone's supporting you. She just went along and did a thing related to the plane where he doesn't like John, Daniel Andrews, I think his name is. So she got that support, but she chose not to do it. She chose to do a YouTube thing and do marches instead. Where if you do it the legal way, you think it'd be easier because everyone's going to support you, right? But she chose that. But that's okay. That's her choice. But don't ask me to watch it, so I'm not watching it. That's another thing related to Cobra, right? So yeah. So again, it's the whole. You choose to do things the right way or the wrong way. And if you choose to do the things the wrong way, would you be happy with the outcome? Like I said, I'm not going to budge related to Cobra. I do not go to marches, but I do not wear a march. Sorry, I don't have a jab. I don't have a passport. I do not use keys. I do not do any of that. So I don't believe in it. I don't believe in anything related to the whole Cobra thing. So I'm not doing any of it. I'm not watching any of it. It makes no sense, right? but I'm doing something, like in the sense of how it works. I'm waiting for the outcome of it. I'm telling you right now, if this day next week, I might be out on the street because I'm choosing not to do the whole COVID thing. So is the media going to be happy with that outcome? Are they going to be happy with what the outcome will be? And if I'm going to do is other people doing it, are you going to, is the media going to take that responsibility over it? And are we public? Why are we watching something that doesn't make sense? Like Jennifer said, why are we watching? Why are we giving them good reaction or over something that's not good? Yeah, why are we letting them get our feedback if it makes no sense? So yeah, so that's an interesting thing. But then on top of that, I'll share this with you too. So as I just said about with Haven, I went through it a couple of years ago, about 2 years ago, and this is why I think this is all media thing. I think this makes no sense. My sister, this is like 10, 15 years ago, me and my sister, I don't know why to this day why she wanted to do this, but my sister wanted me and her to go to a health commission place. This was in, I think, Northcote in Melbourne, right? And she wanted a house commission. I knew we weren't going to get it because I was working. I had enough money. I knew we weren't going to get it. Didn't get anything from it. But we went on her own. We just went in, asked about it. I didn't get any phone call back anyway. I don't know about her, but I didn't know. But when I went to Haven, I was on my own. I can speak for myself like I am now. Didn't ask for a chocolate cake, but I can speak for myself, right? And the lady at the real estate agent asked, can she come? Because I said, no, I'm not going to hide anything. I don't hide anything. I say what I believe in, right? So I said, yes, but she came, right? And I'm like, to today, I'm fine with it. But then it made me think, why did you want to come? You didn't need to come. You should know the outcome of this. You get it or you don't get it, right? It's how it is. So it makes me think, because it brought me back to another year or two after, about 2017, 2018. I had issues. No, I didn't have issues. So I was with Spotless, with Bendigo Hospital. And the person who didn't help him with the cleaning up the cooking and stuff, he was at the real estate agent. But to walk into the real estate agent, I don't know why, but he started to walk into the real, but he came back out looking at the sports stuff. He saw me, we talked for a minute, then he walked out. That leads into the whole Spotless thing. Because I know Spotless is part of media. It's part of media, I can tell you right now, it's part of media. And they work in other services, like businesses, maintenance stuff. They do a whole heap of stuff. They work in New Zealand, here in Australia. I don't know in any other countries, but they've got, I think it's 35,000 or 3,500,000 people. So it's quite a big service, okay? And they've been around for a long time. So again, this is all connected to the media. I know Spotless is all connected to the media. They do a whole heap of awards things, 229, related to businesses. They did one year related to COVID, related to a doctor. Yeah. So again, do we sit and look pretty and listen to the media, or do we just go, like, I'm just going with it? But what I'm doing now is I'm not giving in. That's what I would say. I'm not giving in. It's gonna get to a point I won't have anything on me. I don't know if I'll be asked to leave the house or the unit or not. But yeah, it's just that. Is it? And are the people are willing to take responsibility for that action? The other thing I'm doing this for, I know people I know is watching this. I know the media watching this. I know people who I work with is watching this. I know that. And if this helps with the situation, in the sense of how people react towards, want people to react towards certain things like the media, and you want your ratings up, this might help you. Because this is one of those things that you can do things in the right way or the wrong way. Like a white from the bird, I said to people out there. You can do things in the right way and the wrong way. And two, this is proof. People will see this. People will watch this and think, Margaret said this. Margaret's seen this. For their day for, yeah. So, yeah, I'm just going to leave it at this. This was just going to be an update. It's just an update, but I thought to show you the reaction towards things, okay? To not do masks, not wearing masks, not having a good ab, to not going to Christmas parties. She haven't got my chocolate cake, but that's okay. So I hope this is useful, and I'll see you next time on card readings. Like if you want, subscribe if you want, and bye.